Hey everyone, my name is Krista, and today I'm going to teach you how to create your own personal document assistant. I will teach you everything from scratch without having any prior knowledge. So, if you're interested in knowing how to create the personal document assistant by uploading one single document, getting answers about the document, what is inside, stick around till the end, because you will have at the end a fully functional web application doing exactly this. In this video, we make it simple and fun. We just go to the basics which are needed to create the GenAI powered document assistant and nothing else. Uploading a document, getting the answers, straight to the point. My name is Christoph Watten, and through my communities on Medium and Substack, I help people from different backgrounds, from experts to CFOs. So if you're not yet following me, hit the subscribe button. But now, let's dive into the action and see how we can create our personal document assistant. And remember, be creative. Change any kind of line in the code and see what's going on. If you have any errors, drop me a message below the comments and I will try to help you as fast as I can. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a fully functional Streamlit application where you can upload a document and ask questions about its content. Here we see, tell me what the document is about. And we see below the answer generated by OpenAI GPT model. In this application, we use GPT 3.5, but you can also use different versions, something like GPT-4, as I will show you later on in the video. Let's ask another question and hit the button. And we see within a few seconds, we receive a structured answer about the lately asked question. Difference between proprietary LLMs and open source LLMs, with some bullet points for both types of models. Looks amazing, right? So let's get started on building this step by step with comments and explanations to guide you in the right way. Let me break down what you will learn in this tutorial so you feel confident and excited about the journey ahead. Remember, this is the final initial product we're gonna build when you start the website. To do so, we first need to set up our development environment and install the necessary Python libraries. Personally, I'm using Visual Studio Code, but you could use any other IDE. Afterwards, we go step by step over each part of the code, from importing the Python libraries, creating a function to read a PDF file, the integration of OpenAI to handle your question and generating the answer, and the part about really asking the question. And at the end, we'll take this code and package it with the Streamlit user interface, so that you have something visually appealing as you see here on the image. And don't worry, if any of this sounds very unfamiliar with you or complicated, it is really not. I will guide you through each step with clear and easy to follow instruction, so that you are by the end of this tutorial confident to create your own powerful document assistant. So, in order to create your first OpenAI account, just go to openai.com, afterwards products, and then API login. Hit the button up API login, and then you are on the registration page. If you have already an account, just enter your name, a email address, and your password, and you will be logged into the platform. If it's the first time, you can either have a sign up with Google, Microsoft account, or an Apple account. Just enter all the requested information, and then you're good to go. Once you reach the page of OpenAI API, just enter all the information about your billing, your credit card, because you need to pay for each usage. In order to create your own API key, after you logged into the platform openai.com, you will have to click on Dashboard after its API keys, and then create a new secret key. Just take any random name, test API key, click on Create Secret Key, and then remember, copy it now, because afterwards you will not be able to take it again. So copy and put it into your code. Done. Here you see now test API key, your key just recently copied, created, last used, created by, and the permissions. And that's it. Like that, you created your own API key, which you can now use inside your Python code in order to call the different models of OpenAI. In the next few minutes, I will explain you how you can create your own document assistant within your notebook. From installing the packages, using the packages, reading a PDF file, calling the OpenAI model, and receiving the answer structured and nicely visualized. First, let's install the packages. We need OpenAI, PDF Plumper, and IPython. Afterwards, for the web interface, we need Streamlit. When this is done, we will import our Python packages. So, first things, we need the document. We need the tags of the document. So we will create a function which reads all pages one after another, extracting the text and appending it into a final variable called document text. Then we need to replace this text with our actual key received from OpenAI from the part of the previous video. Following, we will create a client from OpenAI with our key, telling where the document is stored, documents article 1 PDF for myself, and reading in the text. So let's execute this, and we see the text of the document. Afterwards, we need to decide what we want to ask. In my case, I will ask the OpenAI, what is the document about? And to explain me in 5 bullet points. And here is really the heart of the code. It is telling that we want to have it in streaming. We're calling GPT 3.5. We're telling OpenAI to be a helpful assistant. That we want to have the message returned in the markdown format to have nice structure, title, and so on. That we want to have maximum 250 tokens. And again, telling it should be in streaming. Will it not be in streaming? It's really straightforward. We will receive an answer from OpenAI. That's the response. And then we take there the first message out and visualizing it. In the case of the streaming, it's a bit more tricky, but don't worry, it's kind of straightforward. We will create first the message place where the message will be stored, and then we take the response and we just take one chunk after another and appending it inside the message. So to visualize it step by step. Let's execute it and see where it will get us. So here we see the document discussed the choice between open source and so on, structured in 5 bullet points. This code, which I showed you here, we'll take now and we'll package it within a Streamlit. But actually, what is Streamlit? Let me tell you. Streamlit is the Python framework we're going to use to build our apps. It's simple and fast to use. Just install it with pip install Streamlit, and afterwards in a second you can create your fascinating web application, simple and easy. You can even show different types of data as visualized here in the video. If you're happy with your result, hit the top right corner and deploy it for the Streamlit community to share it with the other people. If you need some inspiration how and what you can do with Streamlit, just go to the gallery and let you inspire by different examples. But now let's jump to our example, our own Streamlit code. So remember, this is what we want to create, a document Q&A powered by OpenAI. Title, subtitle, possibility to upload a file, and then afterwards part where we can ask a question. Let's jump right away to the code. So here is our code. The code which starts with importing the necessary Python packages. Afterwards, as always, we need to replace our personal API key. We create the client, we read our PDF, and then the heart of the code, the asking of the question to the OpenAI client. In our case, we still use GPT 3.5. Streaming, not streaming. And then here's the part which basically changed in comparison to our Jupyter notebook from before. We add now a title with st.title. We add a subtitle with st.write. We take the file uploader to be able to choose a file from our desktop. And then it's almost basically the same. We're reading the file, we're asking for the input of text, and then we ask our question and then visualizing it. And that's it. Not more, not less. So here's the application. Let's take a file, asking the question, tell me what the document is about, and a few seconds later, in streaming, we see the response appearing. Or we ask, tell me the two main parts of the document. We'll think again, and it will generating us the two main parts of the document. So navigating the choice between open source LLMs and proprietary models such as GPT, and a decision guide to find the right model. That's it. We're at the end. You should be able now to have your own personal document assistant reading a document and asking questions about it. If you have any additional questions or ideas for future projects, hit me a message in the comments below, so I will take it in consideration, and together we can create new videos for you and for the community. See you next time.